Right? Is this all right? Wait, do you want this? You here with me, right? Hey, hey, hey. It's Richie. Daytime Richie, you need the glasses, right? You need the shades. We got the high quality flannel on, right? Wow. So today we are smoking Illusione. This is a Robusto. This was sent to us by brother Jeremy. I make sure I got the situation right because I still have there's another cigar I'm going to review from brother Big Firm, and that one is from a private lounge. I wanted to make sure I got that right because I didn't want to get them confused because they have similar looks as far as the banding in a way. But this one is Illusione, and this one is from my brother Jeremy. And I want to say shout out to everyone, not just recently, but just in the past, who has sent Richie cigars. I don't expect anything, and we're just here to have a good time. And I show you guys love, which, okay, now we're sounding Harvey Weinstein. You show me love, and then I show you love. Give me the bat, Wendy. Give me the bat, Wendy. When you hear me typing, I actually like the feel of the cigar. It is very dense. It is a very full pack. It is very heavy for its size. It actually is a very good quality. The wrapper really is nice. I like the look of the stick. The look of the band really looks like an old school classic Cuban Romeo band. And that's what it reminds me of, but if it was brown. So a brown Romeo and Juliet the band. If that makes any sense. You could take that to the bank and smoke it twice. So make sure you use soft, gentle heat. I can't stress that enough. I can't stress it enough. Now it looks like there's a little damage to the foot, and that'll be my fault because I did have this cigar in my pocket, and then I put it in the where? I put it in the glove box. Now, I don't know how much time is on this cigar. Jeremy says he enjoys this Illusione. I don't know how much time is on it. So I know this blend has been out, I think, for a while. I did make the cigar aficionado list in 2014. I read, at least I think I read it. All right. Here comes the wind. Soft, gentle heat is the way. Soft, gentle heat is the way. Now, I didn't even have a cigar yesterday, so my palate is super clean. Normally, it's like one a day, you skip. I mean, one a day, and then, okay, so yeah, there's some damage to the cigar. And that's not the cigar's fault. I don't know if it could have got damaged in transport. I don't know if it could have got damaged getting mailed to me or in the glove box. So the quality of the cigar is very nice, and the look and the feel. The lines are so nice. You can't even see the lines, can you, Russ? Draw is very good. Once again, I'm hoping that it's just damage to the wrapper, not the binder. Off the bat, the cigar is rather strong, but not rather dark, which is generally could explain most of Illusione brand. Illusiones are generally pretty strong and pretty heavy, but they're generally not super dark cigars. I like the flavor, quite spicy. High-pitched spice off the bat, and there's the damage right there. It's split at the seams, like a fat guy at the all-you-can-eat buffet. By the time he gets to his fourth plate, those sweatpants are just sweating. I don't know, Captain, how much more we can make it. Eat some prunes, bruh. Drink some water. Hydrate. Stop drinking soda. I can't stress it enough. Stop drinking soda. You want a New Year's resolution? No matter what you're eating, stop drinking soda. There's a start. I'm not saying you should be eating McDonald's, but if you're there, don't get the 2-liter of fucking Coca-Cola. Have a water. There's a start. Give your body a break. Soda is like drinking acid. Your stomach, your spleen, your kidneys, your liver are like, God, why does he hate it? How did I become diabetic? How did I get liver and kidney failure? You've been drinking Mountain Dew every morning. Mountain Dew. Mountain don't, motherfucker. I actually like this cigar. This cigar is not making me in a bad mood, because normally I want to be in a good mood. So if a cigar it doesn't get in the way of my good mood, that's a good thing. It's heavy. It's a heavy medium to full. I'm not saying it's going to kick your ass, but it's pretty strong. Mouth feels pretty intense. Well, there is some creaminess to it. Not a lot of sweetness, though. A little creaminess, almost like when you put a little too much cream in your coffee. It has that going for it. So if you're looking for a very sweet cigar, no. Illusiones are not known for their sweetness. They're generally just pretty strong, heavy cigars and at a good rate. It's a heavy smoke. I like it. Good smoke output. I don't know the price points on these. Generally, Illusiones hang around that mid-tier pricing, so let's say $10, give or take. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. Illusione is a mid-tier brand, and they're a solid mid-tier brand, and they're known for some more stronger Nicaraguan cigars. And I think they're worthy of your time if you're going to hang out with a mid-tier brand. If you're a snob and always smoking top-tier cigars, well then, yeah, I guess so. You're not going to enjoy it. But for me, even though I enjoy top-tier cigars, for me, it's about how much did I spend equated to how much am I going to enjoy it. So, yeah, there's some great cigars, under $20. There's some great cigars, under, around $10. There you go. Now we can celebrate. So this is a strong cigar. Although even though it's a strong, heavy cigar, it still has some smoothness to it. So it feels like a strong, heavy cigar that's had some age. Whether that was aged before he got it or he let him sit for a couple of years, I don't know. But I'm going to say that, even if he let this thing sit for a few years, it seems like this is, a well-made stick. And even though I never heard of it, this model, I've heard of, what's it called? Illusione, many times. But, yeah, this means for the love of the smoke. Well, salted is kicking in, black pepper, intense, some red pepper, a little bit of earth. It's not a super dark cigar, and it's a little creamy. So it's not an exotic blend. It's a rich, heavy, intense for what it is. I think this will go well with a nice coffee. Great midday cigar. In the morning, probably a little too much for me. And even late night if you want. But I'm just saying for the perfect timing, in my opinion, because I probably want a darker cigar at night. It's an intense, strong cigar. We'll come back later, see if anything else to report. But I got a feeling with brands like Illusione, which are straightforward, I got a feeling we're just going to keep the intensity. And we're not going to change complexity. It is what it is. So Illusione is like, it's like a three-piece like punk rock band. Guitar, drums, and a bass. And a guy screaming. Like, you could change the song and it's going to kind of feel like the last song. But if you're in that kind of mood, like if you're in a punk rock mood, like, you're going to be in that mood. You know, saying though, like, you know, it's not a, you know, an orchestra sound. Smoke output is generous. Feel in the mouth is very nice. It's pretty slick in the mouth. So I think this is a good quality cigar. I think it's a good mid-tier brand. I think it's a good mid-tier stick. And it's smoking well. And it's heavy. And it's strong. And it's not a bad taste. So how dark is this cigar? Well, from the Saco certified, this meter has been brought to you by, this meter's sponsor has been brought to you by Saco Certification. Darkest cigar you ever had, lightest cigar, 65%. It's on the darker side. Not even as dark as, like, you know, a light Maduro, but darker than a Connecticut. Yeah. I went to deep thought there. So we're in the end of this cigar. I really enjoyed this stick. I think it's a great mid-tier cigar. And the price point, you know, give or take $10 plus or minus, you know, depending. At a lounge, which will cost you maybe a couple more dollars. Online, if you buy by the box, I was just talking to Jeremy, you could definitely give him a couple of dollars less. Because, you know, anytime you buy online, unless you're talking about something super high tier where there's no negotiating on price, but there might be gouging, only worse on the internet. So that's a whole other issue. But with mid-tier cigars, you should always be able to save some money online by the box. So I enjoyed it. It was creamy. It had some power to it. It stayed around 3/4 strength, medium to full. The finish was pretty long and pretty heavy. So it was a nice full experience without being super dark. It's not a super sweet cigar. So if you want cigars with lots of chocolate or vanilla, or, you know, that kind of experience, or, you know, or sweet fruit notes and fig, you're not going to get that with this. But it was creamy enough, and the black pepper and the spice was pretty stout, and the earth was there. It was enjoyable, and I think it's a solid stick. I think Illusione is a great, if you're looking, when I say mid-tier experience, if you're looking around that $10 range, plus or minus, and you want solid Nicaraguan sticks, you're going to have a good time with Illusione. If you like my father, you're going to generally like Illusione. The difference is my father does make stuff with much darker, thicker wrappers, and that's where you're going to get more sweetness, like the Bijou or the Opulencia. That being said, the Illusiones do a lot of stuff with, not going to say light wrappers, but more of a lighter brown shade wrapper, more cigars that look like a Habano wrapper. So do I recommend it? Yeah. And we get a solid 3.8 out of 5. A good cigar that is not going to break the bank and is enjoyable. And it's not going to kick your ass, but it's not a weak cigar at all. It's pretty stout for what it was. So maybe not exactly for super newbies, but I think most people could enjoy this during the day. And you're doing something, maybe hanging out, playing cards, or whatever the hell you're doing. But you don't want to, if you're not in the mood to, break the bank at 20 plus, you can still have a good time. And so that's it with the cigar. It was reliable, enjoyable, didn't go out. Good smoke output. And yeah, if you're in the mood for a pretty stout Nicaraguan cigar without being super dark, then I can recommend it.